Hi guys, it's Stephanie, the Midwest Seller. Today is Monday, January 13th, and I am bringing to you my What Sold video for the week of January 6th through the 12th, just yesterday, what sold for me on eBay and Poshmark. So welcome to my channel. If you don't know who I am a full-time reseller on eBay and Poshmark. We had a little bit of snow over the weekend, and it since then has melted. It's real gray and kind of rainy and yucky out today. All right, so again, these are going to be sales last week, January 6th through January 12th. I'll be looking down at my notes, but I will also put a screenshot of the item so you can refer to what I sold. Let me tell you, there was not a lot of sales last week for me, but I kept busy, I kept listing. I'm almost done finishing up my inventory, going through everything, sorting out what needs to be listed. All right, so let's just get started. I'm going to start off with eBay. There were 2 items on eBay that sold for the entire week. The first item was vintage white porcelain ceramic mushroom drawer cabinet knob pulls, 15, hardware. I found these at one of my favorite thrifting spots, local SPCA thrift store, where all the proceeds help the animals. So I really like going there. They do not sell clothing, however, but they do sell a lot of hard goods. So I found these drawer pulls in the back of the thrift store where they have all the miscellaneous items, hammers and little handheld tools. This was in a baggie for $2, and so I picked them up because they were very nice quality porcelain. A lot of houses in the area, people remodel and then they just donate some of the hardware that comes out of those houses, so I'm always happy to pick those up. I sold these for $18 for the set of 15, and they went to a person in Michigan. So I went ahead and messaged the buyer, and I told them that, you know, if you are interested in more of these, I do have some things that are not listed. Let me just show you, because I found some more almost identical like those in the basement at an estate sale one day. So let me just show you. Okay, this is what I found in the basement. So these are the mushroom top porcelain drawer pulls, and these have the, you know, the hardware screws attached. And there was also a couple other things in this bin. There's this. This is a finial for a lamp. Now, I always pick these up if I see them. They're usually 10 cents or, you know, a quarter, 50 cents, because people do replace their finials. So if you know who the crazy lamp lady is, I'm sure she'd be proud of me for picking these up, because definitely lamp parts are to be desired by many people that upcycle lamps, make them look a little bit different. And this was also in there, and it's a little, I'm not sure what this is. It screws in. I don't know what this is. But this came with it, and I'm not sure exactly what this is, but it screws in somewhere. But so I would say I have about, by just looking at this, it's probably about 25 more. So I'm going to go ahead and list these on eBay and let her know when they are listed, so she can go ahead and buy some more if she chooses. Okay, the next and only item on eBay was Soma Sport Bra 34C Black 4-hook max support contour underwire padded. This sold for $18. So that Soma Sport Bra went to Florida. The name looked really familiar. I think I've sold something to her before. Sometimes I wish the apps would say, hey, this is a repeat buyer. You know, it would be nice for them to let us know. Okay, and so the total gross amount on eBay was $36. And so I wanted to give you an update on the trench coat from Japan that was black and 100% silk that sold last week with a best offer of $250. And I had to open up an unpaid item assistant. She did not pay, which is very disappointing. You know, she had great feedback. I'm not sure what happened. So she got a unpaid strike against her on eBay. So it's really unfortunate that she did not pay. It's a great jacket, and actually I have my eBay settings set up where if somebody doesn't pay, the unpaid item assistant will automatically open up after 4 days. I used to do it manually and it just got to be too much, so I just let the system do it after 4 days. And as a seller on eBay, you can actually go into your account settings under your site preferences and check if you do not want to sell to somebody that has 2 unpaid items, strikes against them. Okay, and so let's move on to Poshmark. These again are sales from the dates of January 6th through January 12th. The first item was a Puma suede platform core sneakers, Whisper White 9. These sold for $38 and they went off to Massachusetts. Item number 2, Jones New York signature blouse, black and white ties. This was a little dated, but somebody still purchased it. This sold for $20 and it went off to California. You know, a lot of people out there, including myself, are just looking to get new clothes to them, a fresh wardrobe. They don't necessarily have to have the latest fashions. You know, I purchase things from vintage on up to what's trending now. So this blouse was really pretty. You know, it was a little dated, but that's okay. There are people out there that will buy just about anything. There are people out there that do not keep up with the trends, including myself. I'll wear anything. It just doesn't have to be the latest fashions. In fact, I think it's great where somebody can just be themselves and wear what they want to wear, or wear what, you know, the Hollywood stars are wearing. Okay, let's move on. Item number 3, MK Signature Mary Kay Seed Bead Lipstick Holder. This sold for $13 and it shipped off to Texas. Nice little lipstick holder. It was pink. It's fitting. It went back to Texas as Mary Kay is in Dallas. Actually, at one time we lived within walking distance to the Mary Kay headquarters in Dallas. Okay, so item number 4 was Lucy Nylon Activewear Pants, straight leg, SP blue. So these were a small, and these sold for $23 and they went off to Michigan. These actually sold within probably 4 hours of listing them. So that was it for Poshmark, just 4 sales. It was a really slow week. So the total sales on Poshmark was $94. That combined with eBay was $130 total for the week. And that was really, really stinky. Since I knew this was going to be such a short video today because of my lack of sales, I wanted to throw in just a couple extra things, I guess you could say. I did a little experiment on Poshmark thinking this is something maybe I'll try and see what the outcome would be. You hear all different ways how to share your items on Poshmark, what time of the day to share your items, how often you should share your items, how to share your items. Saturday, I decided I was going to do ENL on every single item in my Poshmark closet. So if you don't know what ENL is, it stands for Edit Next List. So if you got your Poshmark app open, you can go to a listing and click on Edit, then click on Next, and then click on List. You don't even have to change anything in your listing. You just do Edit Next List, and boom, you're done. I did Edit Next List to every single item in my Poshmark closet back to back. So if you go into my Poshmark closet, it shows 973 items. However, that represents the total amount of items in my Poshmark closet. It can be items that say not for sale. It can be items that have sold. Now, if an item says not for sale, that means I may have listed it on eBay and it's sold on eBay, so I switch it to not for sale. I do that for one of 2 reasons. One, because if I get that item returned or if that buyer does not pay, I mark it not for sale just in case I want to relist that item, and just it'll be a quick fix. I can just go from not for sale to active. And the other reason why, now this is something hearsay, I don't know if it's true or not. I heard that on Poshmark, it actually kind of hurts you if you delete listings. I don't know, because a lot of people delete listings and then relist them, so I'm not really sure. I heard on Poshmark, you don't really want to completely delete an item unless you're relisting an item. I don't know. There's always controversy about what to do, what not to do. I just kind of go with the flow. So anyway, I did edit next list on every single item, which turned out to be 763 items back to back. And as a result of that, I received one sale the whole day. So after I did that experiment, I was waiting for sales just to come rolling through my door, and I really didn't get anything. I got one sale from doing edit next list. I think it's just another way to share. And honestly, I kind of liked it because it was a lot faster for me to do edit next list on every single item if I wasn't changing anything than just sharing with a little box with the arrows and doing it that way. It seems like it was a quicker process, so I might continue that edit next list. We'll see. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to talk about, let me just grab it 1 second. Okay, so I was holding on to this for when I was going to do my office tour video, which I still haven't completely finished, so that's in the works, but I wanted to go ahead and get this out to you because it is January, brand new year, and I know in January a lot of people like to revamp their processes, may do things a little bit differently or learn from what they did last year. So I wanted to show you what I'm going to do this year. This is not sponsored. Nobody asked me to do this. I did reach out to Ann Eckhart to make sure it was okay that I share this on a video, and she said of course. So I wanted to share with you one thing that I am doing this year, and again, this is not sponsored. I was not asked to do this. I just wanted to share it with people out there that it might help you as well. I am so excited about this. I received this from Ann Eckhart. It's the 2020 Reseller Accounting Ledger. So now, if you don't know who Ann Eckhart is, definitely go look her up. I will link her below. This is wonderful. I am in love with this book. It is paperback, so it's nice. You can take it with you. Usually I have a tote bag or my purse will hold this, and I take it with me because there's some really good things in here that you always want to kind of have this with you. So one of the main reasons I love this is because this pretty much has everything you need for when it is time next year to do your taxes. This keeps everything you need in one localized spot. Another reason I like this so much is because I'm a real paper pencil person. I mean, I do have some spreadsheets on my computer, but I think this is just quick, easy, handy. You can take it with you, and I just love it. So let me just show you a little bit about this. She does sell this on Amazon. So in this book, it's so nice. I just love it. You should definitely think about getting one if you haven't already. You should check it out. They're not that expensive. Okay. So in this book, she has a little opening that she's been using the same bookkeeping record style since the beginning. She started in 2005, so it definitely is working for her. And I like that it has a how-to page. It shows exactly how to use the ledgers in this book. And just a little summary. It has the bank account ledger, mileage. You can keep track of your mileage and your cost of goods. So let's just go through a little bit. The very first page, it has the 2020 federal holidays. So it tells you when the post offices are closed, which is a nice little thing to refer to. And on the next page, it has an at-a-glance yearly calendar, which is nice. And I really like this page because she has it in big blocks, so you can just, jot your notes down. So everything is broken down by month. So January, she's got your listing goals and then your actual listings. So at the end of the month, you put what you actually listed. Keep track of it there. Or you could actually tally as you go. Sales goals. You can write your sales goals for the month of January, and this is going to vary from month to month. I know January is typically a little bit slower, so I put in here my sales goals, what I would like to accomplish on eBay and Poshmark. So at the end of the month, you can go in and write your actual sales down in there, and then any notes that you want to put. And then on the next page, she has a calendar for the month of January, so you can, use it how you want. You can make little tallies as far as your listings go. You can put reminders to yourself if you've got appointments that day. Now, the next couple of pages says January bank account ledger. So she has across the top, check number, date, transaction, debit, credit, balance, which is nice. Now I don't really use the checkbook, but I do use my debit card. Keep track of what you are spending. I absolutely love this page. It's your mileage page. Last year I actually downloaded one of those mileage trackers that you can put on your phone. I didn't really care for it. I didn't like it too much. So this is great because, again, this can go with you. You can put it in your tote bag, keep it in your car. So I really like this because you could just fill in your date, the destination, did you go to the post office, did you go sourcing, did you get office supplies, your task right here, your miles to the place, and then your total miles. I really love this. And then it also has a place for your January cost of goods. So you're going to put in the date, location, where'd you go, how'd you pay for it, the amount you paid, and it has totals on there. So I really love this too because it's just a quick place. You can put all your information on what you're spending. And then she's got a page for your January income report. I won't go through all of this, but she has, you can write down your sales on all kinds of different platforms. And then your January income report for your expensive, the amount you spent on postage, your shipping supplies, your equipment, any premiums that you might have to pay, your health insurance premium, travel costs. So then at the very bottom, you can do your net profit very easily and your mileage summary. So it's great. So you can actually just hand this over to your accountant, and it's got most information that they're going to need to file taxes. And I love it because everything is in one spot. Thank you, Anne, for taking the time to put this together. I mean, these are just wonderful. She's got some really good other things out there, so go check her out on Amazon and check out her videos as well. And she's got some other great books that you might want to take a look at. So I'm so thankful for Anne for putting this together. I mean, she is just very organized, and she's been doing this for quite some time, so she knows what she's doing. I just love this. Definitely think about getting one of these if you've not done so already, because I think it'll really help you. I know it's going to help me. All right, so that's it for today. If you've not done so already, down below you can hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it so much. Thanks so much for everybody who's subscribed to me thus far. Send me a comment, say hello, give me your feedback, and I will see you in the next video.